Welcome to the Pilot Daily 9's golf vlog. My name's Ethan, self-acclaimed worst golfer on YouTube here, and I'm a novice, mainly picking up golf due to quarantine and most things shutting down, so these weekly vlogs will be a cool way to document my progress because you'll see pretty soon I can't get much worse. Today we're at Brook Meadow Golf Club in Canton, Massachusetts. It's an absolutely gorgeous golf course, teeing off at 6:51 p.m., so we've got to pick up the pace with limited daylight here, especially if we want to get our 9 holes in. Without further ado, let's get into it. If you're wondering just how bad and new I am to golf, this very first tee shot kind of demonstrates that for you. Just a nice, beautiful slice onto the other hole's fairway almost. And after tee shot number 1, we have dropped number 1. We dropped on the rough, just wanted to be a little bit fair. We have an 8-iron shot here, and the pin is kind of far from us. Probably should have used a 6 or 7 iron, but not the worst shot in the world for us, as we have a pretty decent chip shot to get on the green here. Just got to get over that bunker, and this one is just not too pretty. Splash right into the middle of the bunker, and if you thought that chip shot was bad, the next series of chip shots are not fun either. From one part of the bunker we go 5 feet in front to the other edge of the bunker. And here, we're just trying to hit this thing, and we hit it way too far onto the rough or fringe of the green there on the other side. And yeah, we're here on the rough. Let's try to get 1 for 3 here with decent chip shots. This one actually wasn't too bad. Sets us up for a decent putt for a triple bogey. And the triple bogey, obviously, if you can tell from the way I'm sitting or standing right there positioned, that was awful. So triple bogey does not work, so we are double par, and that's actually the max that we've maxed out on, but really should have given myself a 9 because I stink. Well, the warm-up hole is done. That was a disaster. On to hole number 2. Number 2 here is actually a dogleg right, 415 yards away from the pin, and obviously as someone as skilled as myself, I'm going to shoot this one right through the trees and find an opening. That actually wasn't the worst execution of it. I did find an opening, and it did hit a couple branches along the way, unfortunately, so we did find ourselves below a few trees. We've got a difficult-ish shot for me, at least, because of those tree branches in front of us. We're going to try to hit this one pretty low and straight. So my attempts to do so with the 7-iron were not executed well at all. We're almost out of bounds, past the car path, and we're in just the random rough. And the beautiful wedge shots continue. As you can see with my beautiful practice swings, this one is going to be perfect. Perfectly 30 yards in front. Just absolutely horrendous looking at the disgust on my face. Another wedge shot here, and this one actually isn't too bad. We hit it a little bit thin, a little bit too long, but given the showing I've had so far, this was definitely an improvement. So we've got a pretty long putt for bogey, and we hit it just a little too far as it just rolls and rolls and rolls. Looking for a double bogey here. Got to get this one in, ideally. And this one just comes so close. So close. Right off the rim. And we are in for a triple bogey plus 7 after 2 holes. Hole number 3, the driver. Once again, let's try to get a decent drive in here. The pin is a little bit to the right, but the pin location doesn't matter if we're just going to slice it to the right to the other hole's fairway anyways. So we drop once again randomly in a random spot now using the 6-iron. This was extremely weird. I've never seen that bounce before. We hit a low line drive, it seemed like. Bounces off a log, and it skyrockets up in the air, and we find it landing underneath some trees. So using the wedge here, let's just gracefully hit a decent shot, right? Absolutely wrong. Of course not. You've come to the wrong channel if you're looking for good golf. We pull that, blade it, and we're really lucky that the bunker was there because that actually stopped our shot. But we have a decent look at a good chip shot here, ideally from us. But obviously with the theme of this channel, seeing I suck, open club face, goes to the right, and it's going to start rolling downhill. We're super far down this green here, and that's why this grainy quality of video is so bad. We hit this one way too lightly, and we hit that one just way too bad, and we 3-putt once again.
So here comes Ethan
Fourth
now.
hole we go, par 3, pretty standard, using a 7-iron.
He strokes it to the right, aiming for a tree.
Sounded like he hit a fucking marble.
A pretty piss poor tee shot.
That hurt my hands listening to that ball.
Shout out to Mark for roasting me there. I probably deserved it. But we find our ball here, using the wedge for shot number 2, and this one actually isn't too bad. Couldn't use the shot tracer just because it went way too high and my fat ass is blocking the screen, but we find ourselves actually on the green right behind the pin in the hole here. But with this really slopey green here, we've got to hit this just at a really weird angle. So I do the best that I can. And it's going, just needed to go down just a little bit more. That would have been a sick putt to catch on camera. But we're going to knock ourselves up for a bogey in this one. So through the first 4 holes here, we're plus 11, and we're really showcasing just how good we are at this game of golf. So if you made it here so far, definitely please leave a like on this video here, especially if it's made you feel better about your game. Would love to hear your thoughts about this video and so far how I'm doing in the comments below. Would love to hear you guys roasting me, but subscribe for more content in the future, and let's get back into the video. Here in the 5th hole, par 4 here, got a driver, and this one wasn't too bad. The editing, though, needs a lot of work with the golf shot tracker, shot tracer. That was awful, but it veered right, bounces off a tree, and it lands pretty short on this rough here right next to the fairway. So we're trying to hit this ball as far as we can and as hard as we can with this 5-iron in the rough. And the execution is not good. Execution, not good. Everything about that shot just was pretty ugly looking back at it. But now we find our ball again, once again on the rough. I don't think we've ever hit a ball on the fairway so far today. But with the 7-iron, we actually hit a pretty good shot. It goes fairly far, kind of where I want it to be, and it lands right on the fringe. So we've got a pretty decent or easy wedge chip shot here. And by the way, I only have one wedge in my bag. It's a sand wedge. I kind of use it for everything. That might be like the wrong way to go at it, but that's all I got. We got a putt for bogey. Let's try to execute and get this thing done, get this over with. And we don't. So double bogey for us, but a 6 at this point is kind of an improvement for us. So here on the next hole, we're using a 9-iron. I actually was trying to use a 6-iron since we're 183 yards out, but I got the clubs mixed up. So obviously we're gonna hit this one pretty decent actually, but obviously short since we're using a 9-iron, unfortunately. We've got to execute on this chip shot. I'm like about 1 for 3 usually, and this one was 1 out of the 3 good ones that I've hit. That one was pretty close to the hole there, and we set ourselves up for a good putt for par. This putt for par was just so close. Bogey this one. The goal is to always at least get 1 par per 9 holes. That's where I'm at right now, honestly. And we blew it on that one, but on the 7th hole here, par 4, 401 yards out. Gonna hit the driver. And finally, we hit a good driver. We slowed our swing down, so shout out to my buddies that I was playing with for giving me some advice. And we're right in the middle of the fairway. Who would have thought? So after a good driver TNT shot, we're going to follow it up with this beauty here. Absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. But the good news is we're still on the fairway somehow. So we're using the wedge, and this one is the shot of the night. You guys can't see it, but I hit this one so well, and you're going to see where it lands on the green. right there, super close, and we've got a pretty good putt for par here. Let's try to knock this one down. That is what we're looking for. You can see how pumped I am. Finally getting a par. Probably could have gotten a birdie if I just didn't screw up that 5-iron on the second shot, but now at this point you can see that it's getting really dark. And you don't even know where this ball went. I didn't know where it went while editing.
That line's going so straight.
And I didn't know where it went at the time being, but obviously that one was definitely sliced. So unfortunately, that is where we wrapped up the video. We only played 7 holes just because it got a little bit too dark. So this wraps up the pilot vlog on this channel. We shot a plus 14 through 7 holes, and for the first time keeping score, it is what it is. Hopefully this score can get better over time. So please smash that like button if you enjoyed watching me shank shots left and right. Subscribe if you want to follow me along in this golf journey. I'll definitely be posting more content, 2 videos a week, these weekly vlogs every single Monday, and also a short video called Friday Nines every Friday as well. So thanks for watching and sticking to the end. I'll see you guys in the next video.